If you've been feeling a little lost lately, like you're doing a lot but not really feeling connected to anything, this episode is for you. Because sometimes it's not that your life is falling apart, no. It's just that you've moved too far away from yourself. Hi everyone, I'm Arundhati Ashok and welcome to today's episode. We're living in a very fast world, right? Notifications, messages, constant updates, right? Always something to do, always somewhere to be, and someone to respond to. And slowly, even without realizing it, we stop checking in with ourselves. We wake up, check our phones even before our thoughts. We respond before we reflect. We consume more than we process. And over time, we don't feel like ourselves anymore. Feeling lost doesn't mean that you're doing life wrong, no. It usually means you've been busy living, not taking a pause, not listening, because that part is also living. So we're not doing the other part of living. So like listening to your needs, listening to your body, your emotions, your energy. When we don't do that, the disconnect builds. You feel confused, you feel unmotivated, sometimes a little empty, right? Even when you think even if things on the outside actually are okay, you feel like it's not, because we are not connected. We don't know what is going on. We're just going from one to the other, right? So it's not that you're lost, you're feeling lost, I understand, right? So what you're feeling, experiencing is valid. It's just that you have not paused. Like I said before, just doing is only part of life. We need to pause, we need to reflect. So what if you don't need to figure everything out right now? Because most of the time what we think is, okay, we need to do that, we need to do this, right? Sometimes we all just need to slow down, right? Enough to hear your thoughts again, your emotions, your what is going on in your head, right? Not to fix, not to plan, not to control, because that's what we do, right? Always overthinking, thinking we need to do that, okay, and then what we have to do, then who do we have to speak to, right? So we don't have to figure everything out. We have, the whole life is not lived in one day, right? We have, ideally we have a bit of a lifespan, right? So what we are doing is we think everything needs to be done today, and that then you're going to feel better. But guess what? Tomorrow you're going to have another load of things to do, right? So what we don't need to fix anything, to plan anything, to control. We just need to take a break. We just need to pause, to listen. This is what we do in my classes, right? And if you are in my classes, in the beginning of the class, what we do is, first of all, we just lie down in Shavasana, right? I tell you how to bring your awareness to your body, right? Before we do anything, right? Because we're coming out from a, chaotic conversation, maybe, chaotic thoughts, maybe. So what I do is I get everyone to bring your awareness to your body first, then to your mind. Then after that, what do? We do pranayama. We cleanse our energies a little. We take that overwhelm out of our body, out of our mind. Then we do journaling, right? If you are in one of my classes, I do not miss or skip journaling at all, right? So that really helps to deal with this feeling lost, right? If you are someone who is I myself am like a big on journaling, and I really think it helps. Decades ago, I don't think, centuries ago, people didn't have this much of a complicated life, I think. So journaling did not have to be a thing, but now this is a massive tool for us to not feel lost, to feel connected to us, to be able to communicate with us, right? To just listen. Like I always say, how do you feel in your body? How do you feel in your mind, right? That's how we start. Because clarity doesn't come from rushing forward, right? It really does not. It comes from creating space. Like how I asked, how are you feeling in your body? How are you feeling in your mind? We're creating a little space for our awareness to come into that, right? Even a few minutes of stillness to bring yourself back to yourself. I want you to remember this. So you are not lost. Never say, you do feel like it feels like it's just a little disconnect, right? So, and connection doesn't require like a big change. You don't need to do like, a massive change. It just starts with small, honest moments with yourself. Small things, like, how I always say, do the smallest possible thing, right? So the homework for this week is, for the next 3 days, I want you to try this simple practice, right? Take 5 minutes, no distractions, just you and your notebook. I really do urge you not to use the phone, but if that is really not a place where you cannot take pen to paper, go for it. But ideally, it's a pen to paper kind of thing, right? So these are the 5 journal prompts. I will also share it on social in my newsletter. But if you are not able to write it down, just let me know. Yeah. So first one, what have I been feeling lately that I haven't acknowledged? Second, what is currently draining my energy the most? What do I need more of right now, physically or emotionally? What am I avoiding and why? If I slowed down this week, what would I do differently? So don't overthink, just write it out. And it really is like magic. Like, journal really works like magic. Once you write and you see the answers in front of you, you know what to do next. You also know what you have, what's going on, the real situation, right? So just write, don't overthink, right? And it's not about the perfect answers, no one's checking, it's just about reconnecting, rebooting almost, right? So if you've been feeling lost, right, let this be a reminder that you don't need to have everything figured out. No one, right? No one needs to have that figured out. You just need to come back to yourself, slowly, gently, and honestly. You are not behind, you are not broken, right? You're just finding your way back again, clawing your way back, right? We all do. We all are crawling our way back, right? It happens, it's okay, and we're gonna come back again. And it might happen a few more times until we get the hang of it, because none of us have been taught how to deal with this modern life, right? So it's okay. You're not behind. As I said, you're not broken. You're just gonna find another way, find a way back, right? So as I said, you are okay, right? And I'm really glad you're here, taking the time to see how you can better yourself, right? So take a moment this week to go through those journal prompts, and I will see you next week. Bye for now. Have a blessed day.